Awesome. All right. Perfect. Okay, so welcome back to the Retention Edge podcast. We've got Raphael here from Yon-Ka Paris. Raphael, why don't you give everyone a quick intro on yourself, man?
Hi guys, hi everyone. So I manage the whole e-commerce globally for Yon-Ka Paris, a skincare brand born in 1954. So it's everything Shopify Plus, from e-commerce to digital marketing across all our different websites in Europe, in the US, and soon in Asia. Um, yeah.
And I guess what are the big focuses for you and Yonka at the moment from a customer acquisition standpoint, a customer retention standpoint? What are the big focuses that you guys have underway right now?
Yeah, so as we all know, acquisition has been more and more expensive. So we really focus still on acquisition, of course, but especially on retention of existing customers, increasing AOV to really capitalize on existing business. That's like we call it the growth from within. So we use like the tech stack, traditional, let's say, with emailing, loyalty program, SMS, of course, the app from mobile out, of course. We do some offline mailing sometimes to do some to increase retention with like special VIP offers, because as mailing you get 100% open rate, right? Almost. And it's still much cheaper than emailing now. So that's what we do. Yeah, but for email we use Klaviyo, favorite emailing solution since we started using it in 2020. And for loyalty slash retention we use Yotpo, which is pretty amazing. That integrates, of course, with Shopify, but with Klaviyo and mobile out for the app. And we actually help retention by giving more points to customers who use the app to really keep our customers as close as possible, be in their pocket on their phone, send push notification, because not everyone opens emails anymore, right? We receive a ton of email. It lands in the promotional tab in Gmail, it. So for us, a good solution for retention was having an app basically to be directly in the customer's pockets.
And I guess we'll start on like the customer retention side. So you guys are doing email, you have the mobile app, you have a loyalty program, you're doing all these things. What how were you responsible for setting up the loyalty program at the very beginning through Yotpo?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
And
Hand in hand with their team.
yeah, and how did you go about approaching setting up the loyalty program, setting it up properly so that you could provide the most value to your customers? Like, how did you think through that whole process?
Yeah. But we looked at the time, the program has evolved since then, of course. We launched the program in 2016. Um, and we looked at, of course, we benchmarked the competition, what other people in the beauty industry are doing, best in class like Sephora, for instance, and other big names out there. And we built our program. We have different tiers from like silver, gold, platinum customers, like you will have on an airline, like to really maximize this retention. The higher tier you are in, so let's say you're in a diamond tier or platinum tier, sorry, it's called platinum, you will get more points per purchase. So the more you spend, the more we give you. And it's been really working for us. We have about 50% returning rate, like orders on our website, which is huge. We are also lucky to have great products, so that helps. But all the tools are there, yeah. For the loyalty program, is all integrated, like I was saying earlier, with Klaviyo, SMS also, and Yotpo.
And if you had to advise someone at a beauty brand or anywhere that was looking at Yotpo or any other loyalty program and trying to set one up for the first time, what are the best practices? What's the advice that you'd provide someone that would be setting that up?
Yeah. So, like I was saying, doing like a deep benchmark and research about competition to be at least as generous as other like your direct competitors, or even more generous if you can afford it. That will help you. And also something very important that we notice is communication. Once you set up your program, which is kind of easy in the end because these platforms like Yotpo are made for that. It's
Mhm.
plug and play, honestly. But then your customers, you need to let them know about it. You need to inform them. You need to set up the flows, the direct email communication, SMS, to let them know that exists, because sometimes they don't even know. We still, even with all like the tons of like flows, with like good segmentation, of course, we're being careful with email. But even though we are really communicating about that, we see tons of points expiring every month, like people who didn't get a chance to use them. They could have gotten free products. They just don't think about it, forget about it, even though we communicate so much about it. It's on the website also. So I will say for sure, yes, the setup and how you set it up, but it's easy. But then communication, that's not the easy part, to make sure they know about it. Your customers know about it.
And where was the logic behind the extension of the loyalty program, which was launching a mobile app and then doing, extra points and stuff like that for app users? What was the thought process behind it, and why did you go in that direction?
The thought process was to, like I was saying in the beginning, acquisition on Meta, on any like advertising platform like Google, TikTok. It's become so expensive. You have a ton of competitors. There is a huge volatility of customers. Also, it's very difficult to acquire customers. So we still do it. It's very important. Otherwise, we will, business will go down. But we really, really focus on retention. And for that, we needed another tool like the app you're mentioning to, like I was saying earlier, be in our customers' pockets. And of course, not every customer are going to download the app. We have about, I think, it's like 20%, which is, I think, huge, customers who downloaded and use the app, because we gave that incentive for them to use the app, and to have the app and to have the notifications on. And the incentive is that we give, I think, is 150 loyalty points. I mean, it means nothing for you, but just saying, mm, additional to their what they're already getting in terms of points with their purchase. So it's working. People are getting it, are using this, which means we are in their pocket. They had the app. So that's the main, I would say, the main incentive for them.
And why did you decide to give extra loyalty points to app users instead of just maybe uh, having it be normal like website users?
Why, you said? Why did we
Yeah,
decide that?
yeah.
To just to make them use the app, download the app, because they're gonna get more points if they on the app download, and if they place the orders, they're gonna get they're getting more additional points, loyalty points, that they can redeem for free products, for discounts at checkout. So everybody, especially in these times right now, everybody like is looking at discounts or how to save money, because everything is expensive everywhere. So it's discounts are definitely working, and free
Makes
product.
makes sense, makes sense. And with and what's the impact you've seen outside of, like you mentioned, you're doing, 20-ish% of your revenue through the app every month. You have customers like using the app. How has having the app impacted like other areas of the business, or has it at all?
It it has increased the sales a little bit because people are converting better.
Yeah.
First of all, it's an app, so it's designed like an app. So it's definitely has like a better UX than our our mobile website version. So it helps convert customers. Plus these incentives that we have with the loyalty points, connection with Yotpo, that mobile out made happen just for us, which is amazing. So that helped conversion rate to go up, hence revenue to go up. And in the end, I look at the bottom line. So it's just increasing the bottom line basically.
And
And customer satisfaction too. I mean, it's like you're enjoying more using the app, and you feel closer to the brand. You have it on your phone, on your desktop. I mean, on your screen. You just yeah, you establish a better connection with the customers too.
What would you tell someone if they were looking at either launching a loyalty program, launching an app, or for the first time? Like, what would you tell that e-commerce manager or VP of marketing or whoever it is? What would you tell them when to like fully understand like why you went that direction with the loyalty program with the app versus not doing it?
Yeah. So it was definitely not, I didn't have that in mind at all. I was not thinking of launching an app because in my mind, I still thought like 10 years ago, 5 years ago, that it would be like 10, 15, $20,000 to do it. And then I got in touch with Mobile Loud that explained how it works and can be like literally plug and play to replicate our website and then make the adjustment to like use app and UX best practice for the phone for the at a very like fraction of the budget I will have imagined. So I would say, so to answer your question, I would tell any e-commerce manager about an app that it's possible. Financially speaking, time speaking, because it's not, I didn't do the development. I mean, you guys did it. I mean, Mobile Out took care of the development of our app pretty fast. So it's not a question of budget anymore, nor timing. And I will also say, like I said about the loyalty program, that communication is key. You need to promote the app. You need to let your customers know that you have an app. So we have like banners in our daily promotional emailing or SMS to remind people that the app exists. You can get more points. Download it here with a one click. I mean, yeah, one click basically. So communication again, because there's so much noise now. We need to like get customers' attention and give them incentives, of course, to download and use the app. So
Hmm.
communicate.
Yeah, makes complete sense. And obviously Black Friday, Cyber Monday is kind of coming up. By the time this releases, will be somewhere in October. Um, what are you doing to best prepare Yon-Ka Paris ahead of Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and how do you approach it as well? Right, like some brands they do a ton of discounts and all these different things, and you guys aren't a huge discounting brand, really. So like, how do you approach Black Friday, Cyber Monday?
Yes. So, like you said, we are not discounting our brand and products because we are very premium
Yeah.
brand and price point. So we cannot discount. But we what we do in terms of promotion, and that's really working for us. Our GWP, so gift with purchase. We offer full size products, and for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, among since 2020. So I came on board in 2019, and every year, year after year, we've been increasing. Like I think every brand actually, the period, the timing of
Yeah.
the promotion. It used to
Mhm.
be one day, so Black Friday. Then it became a weekend. Then you had like Cyber Monday. Then it became 6 days. Now, like we have like 10 days of it because we had the pre Black Friday was like Thanksgiving 3 days offer. So we basically have about 10 days. We cannot do more than that because then we will just give everything for free. But we see every year extremely high conversion rate. Also, the customers are in like the correct mindset that they know it's Black Friday, so they're gonna convert. They know they need to spend now. And we are also we produce our own product. We are the owner. It's a company-owned family, so we are lucky in terms of margins. So we can be generous. So we can be very competitive, and our customers know that. That also helps retention for sure. They're not really tempted to go see anywhere else to find our products. They go on our website because they know they're gonna get the free products, especially in Black Friday, Cyber Monday
Hmm.
period of time.
I see. Makes sense. And when you guys are acquiring all these new customers now, right? Because obviously Black Friday won't just be existing customers coming back to the store. It's going to be a bunch of new customers. What are you going to be doing to ensuring that those new customers that hit the store for maybe the first time ever, or maybe the second time or whatever, how are you going to ensure that they're coming back to the store more frequently? next year and, into Valentine's Day and birthdays and, other holidays and everything like that in between.
Yeah, but that's always a challenge, you know. We're gonna lose a big chunk of these new customers, but it's normal. A lot of people also shop during this period to have like freebies. But we have everything in place in terms of email welcome series, all the flows, SMS also to try to retain these customers, to show them the brand, add a little yeah, welcome discount, of course, best practice to come and place another order. We have everything in place with Klaviyo. Um, we also onboard our customers within the loyalty program right away. As soon as you place an order, basically you'll receive an email telling you that you received X points and you are part of that tier. That's first silver tier. So you already contributed to your loyalty points by placing your first order. And so I think that's also an incentive to come back and place another order, to like keep building this loyalty points and to redeem them at some point.
Yeah, makes complete sense. And the when you're building out these flows inside Klaviyo and setting this all up, right? How are you looking at balancing sending out too many emails versus sending out, a good amount of them so that you make sure that you're getting in front of them, but not overwhelming them with too many? What data are you looking at and how are you trying to determine that? You're in the skincare space, so I assume you have some sort of idea if they buy a product at X date, they'll probably need to re-up on it within X amount of time, as an example, and different stuff like that. But what are some of those techniques and metrics that you guys are looking at to kind of determine that?
Yeah, no, definitely. We actually, when I came in 2019, we looked into, so the company was using list track at the time, so I looked into list track, and the open rate of the campaigns was 7%, which means is way too low, and it's risking it was damaging the sending reputation. So we could have ended up in like spam, or like be completely screwed, basically. So we changed that. Now our email campaigns are about 50%. Actually, they just went up even more than that this month. But so we, from 7% to 50%, we used to send about 100,000. I mean, each campaign was sent to a list of 100,000 people. Now we went down to 30,000, and we quadruple the revenue in a few years. So we're sending much less to more targeted segments to make sure we're not, like you said, like flooding people with an email every day now, because that's how you get in the spams. That's how you get unsubscribed. Is the worst you can do. So we are very, very specific and careful about who we are sending the emails to. Not like excluding a lot of segments that we don't want people to receive the emails. So the KPIs are like open rates, of course, unsubscribe, click rates, like the classic KPI for emailing. I mean, but it's definitely extremely important that you save your sending reputation for emailing.
And how do you approach push notifications versus email differently? Like what how do you approach these two things?
We send much less push notification, because it can be perceived like intrusive, and we don't want people to like unsubscribe or like uncheck the notification push. Um, we treat push notifications a little bit like SMS, right? So for our customer base, are a bit more like mature women that are not always tech savvy, don't want to be feel I said like intruded. Um, Pardon, I'm French. Uh, so we treat SMS and push notification a little bit the same, because it's like same device. You're gonna see it the same way, kind of. You're gonna see it on your phone. So for us, at least, we do once a week, not more, not more, because we don't want to risk it. We'd rather actually like we did for emailing. We rather send less, but with a better results and output rather than like risk it all by sending too much.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Look, Raphael, this was amazing. Thank you so much. You know, I I think there's a lot of like pretty valuable information in here that that people can take away from this. So yeah, I appreciate you doing this so much, man.
Yeah, thank you, Eric. We'll talk soon then.